On this episode, we're exploring Naxos.
Hello. It's right there. Like, it's right there.
We're here for 5
This is
days.
the famous orange pie.
With only a map in our hands,
Is that not the most beautiful sunset?
we found the best places to visit, including this hidden restaurant lookout with a view and food to dine on.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take you to the top of Mount Zeus,
This is the highest point of the Cyclades.
and then we're going sailing. A highlight until I had a close call. I thought I was going to die.
Let's go island hopping in Greece. Welcome to Naxos.
On this global travel guide, we're going to show you our top 10 must-see spots. Let's go. When I think of Naxos, I think sailing. This was a highlight of our trip. For a full day, the cost was worth it.
A sail like this costs €70 in the low season and €90 in the high season.
Meet our captain, Panos.
Out of all the islands, which is your favourite?
If I want to go for windsurf, Paros. If I have to go with my family, I like very much Corfu, the green island, from the other side of the mainland. If I want for sailing, for windsurf, around here, there are the stronger winds. Is Icario, and Naxos is just very close, very near. And roads here.
I love roads.
Our first stop was Kouvanisia. We only spent a couple of hours here, but we would have loved to have stayed a few nights.
How beautiful is the water? It's like crystal clear. We're about to go and grab some lunch.
Getting back onto the boat is like walking the plank with no railing.
This is the part that I hate.
Heart-stopping, just like this next spot. You can only get here by boat.
Okay, where were we? Cyclades Island, yes!
Where there's some really cool caves and people have done some cliff diving. And the swell was crazy when some ferries drove past. Oh, there's more. There's another 2 or 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. They are. Wow.
Everything was going great.
This cave is 2 million years old. 2 million. Yeah. Wow. And it's true. In the Second War, the Greek people hiding from the Germans.
Panos also told us about the coral below.
Amazing, the pictures under the water here. Can't believe when you see the video.
He told us to wave our arms.
Okay, no Christina on the coral. At this on the coral. Oh wow, look at that.
I tried to get closer, not realizing what I was about to do. I didn't see this and swam right for it. And as I went to surface, I struck my head on the rock. It was really painful, but we didn't let it ruin the day. There was still so much to explore on land. On Naxos. It's quite a big island. It takes about an hour to get from one side to the other.
It's the biggest island in Cyclades, Naxos. 147 kilometer coastline. The mountain, Zeus. The mountain here, 1,000 meters.
This, you guessed it, is Mount Zeus. This is the highest point of the Cyclades. To make it easy for you to find the starting point, I've made a map and the link is in the description below. Today, John and I are hiking Mount Zeus.
The difficult one comes this way. Starts about here and goes straight up.
But we're doing the easy one today. Length is 5k, difficulty high. The sign recommended that you're at the peak before sunrise, but John and I can't seem to get up before 9 a.m, so we're currently doing it at 10:50 in the morning. According to Greek mythology, this is where Zeus was born and raised. It took us about 1 hour to reach the peak. How did you do that? So towards the end, this is the terrain. It gets quite rocky. Remember, there are two different routes and we chose the easy option, but a downside of that was we didn't get to see the cave of Zeus.
So the end of the road there is the trailhead, and if you come along a little bit is the cave of Zeus, and then you can see some people on the trail following the valley up, and then around this way.
And then
you
around.
see the people on the ridge, double the elevation gain.
So that one's like a 4-hour return trip, whereas ours is about a 2-hour return trip. Well, that was definitely worth it. We've even spotted a few eagles along the way. There was just one thing missing: snacks. I could eat some stuffed capsicums, meatballs, tzatziki with some gyros. Kalimera.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Remember to look up. Naxos is renowned for its Naxian marble, not only today but centuries ago in ancient Greece. So 2,500 years ago, this used to be a quarry, and a lot of the antique monuments and materials were mined here. That's extraordinary. And then sent to islands across Greece. Thanks, babe. Wow. Next stop, a restaurant that's a must. But on our way there, we met some locals. Hey! Hello! Oh, shit, John, it's right there! Like, it's right there! What about it? Oh my god! Oh my god, its head was like right in the car! So it's currently around 5:30. There's only one other couple here, so it's the perfect timing if you want your own sanctuary. You can see the ocean and then Paros on the other side, and you can see the beautiful villages down below in the valleys. We're here in September, so it's quieter than usual. In just a few days, this place is about to close for the winter months. Wow, this is honestly the most beautiful view. Despite the $1 million view, the food was reasonably priced. I think we are going to go with the traditional no. And the sakamaki. Oh, yeah. The Greek salad. That's a Greek salad for 3 people. Just next door is this cute church cut into the hill, and this is part of the backdrop. Oh no! Oh my god! Meanwhile, back in the main town of Naxos, there's another eye-catching monument at the entrance to the harbour. Apollo Temple. A huge marble gate, unfinished, but built in 530 BC. Gorgeous, look out. What a beautiful bay. This is where all the ferries come in as well, so this is the port. But you can see that's just where we ran from, and it is brutal.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
The moment of truth, babe. You know we're probably going to get saturated. Bad karma coming our way, laughing at all those people. Is there one coming? Oh no! Oh no!
In town, there are plenty of food choices.
We went to that bakery a couple of days ago and John wanted to come back because the baklava is so good. This is just in the main area. There's this cool market that we just checked out. Have a look. Olives. I am in heaven.
For all these spots, check out the map in the description below. Over dinner, just when we thought there were no more surprises today, this happened.
Is that not the most beautiful sunset?
What a way to end the night. Tomorrow we have another jam-packed schedule.
John and I are hitting the road today and this is where we're going. John, correct me if I'm wrong. That's where we're staying?
No, we're staying here.
Oh, we're staying up here. We have driven down to Demetra's temple to see the ruins, and then Demalas, which is a village where you can see the oil press and also some pottery.
They all have a mark, so you know where to stop.
Oh, are you alright? John's having fun in our hire car. Now we are going to Halki, and we have been told that you have to get the orange pie from here. Oh, this is the famous orange pie. Yes. So delicious. That is a big piece.
After our treat, we walked around Halki. A local actually handed me a fig, and so we got talking.
This is Anastasia. Tell us a little bit about Halki.
It's the best village. It's so beautiful village.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
It's very traditional.
And what have you got here?
This is handmade. Cotton everything.
What's your favorite thing about Halki?
Citron liqueur and olive oil. Local products. All this is the farm my husband.
So this is her beautiful shop.
And here is very, very beautiful.
I literally just met this woman. She was just so sweet. And so we took her advice and tried some citron liqueur.
So we've just stopped by this distillery, which has been owned by the same family since 1896. Same recipe. It's the perfect spot if you want to buy a little gift.
They do free tastings here too. We spoke about marble earlier. Well, Apiranthos is a town saturated in the stuff. The village streets are paved with Naxian marble. But in contrast, many houses seemed abandoned.
Yeah. There's actually a tree growing in the middle of that building.
We had to remember we were visiting in September, and maybe that's why it was just so sleepy. We spotted a store and asked the owner why Apiranthos was so quiet.
So we've come in here, we asked Maria, where is everyone? And she told us the whole story. In summer, there's like 1,000 people who live here, and then in winter, 500.
Wow.
Of course, it's so windy here in the winter, so residents retreat to Athens.
The hospitality here is just beautiful. Maria, Yorgos,
They fed us some homemade cherries and we purchased some more liqueur.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.
So if you've made it this far, thank you. We're going to give you a real behind the scenes snapshot of this epic road trip.
Eating chips and driving a manual car on a road with no guard railings.
You're the one who asked me to feed you.
Okay, that's true.
Because you had dirty hands from pooing in a portaloo. How are you going in there?
Just let me explain. There are portable toilets, not public toilets at some beaches, for example. So I didn't really have a choice. Okay, let's continue.
And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and click that like button.
Next on Global Travel Guides, we're off to a neighbouring island called Paros. and then Paris.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
And Amsterdam.
How people live on a houseboat?
High five.
No!